talk about the government shutdown here. The second longest government shutdown now moves into next week. We are 24 days in and still no resolution in sight. The U.S. Department of Agriculture says it cannot use emergency money to pay for the food stamp program while the government is shut down. Let's talk about those numbers. The department says starting next month, about 42 million people who rely on Supplemental Nutrition Assistance Program or SNAP benefits won't get them. Today was also supposed to be payday for many federal employees. Instead of receiving a pay stub, they got one that shows $0. Our Marvin Hurst speaking with one employee about losing pay when it's needed the most.
Justin Chen met his family for a skiing trip in Colorado last February. Thinking about going back this year may be out of reach because he got furloughed on Monday.
You know, it really depends on how long this goes and how much I have to shore up my financials to make sure that I can pay my bills, my mortgage, and that kind of thing.
The 37-year-old is an EPA worker who also serves as president of the American Federation of Government Employees Local 1003. Friday was day 24 of the government shutdown. It's also Chen's last check unless the impasse between Republicans and Democrats gets resolved.
I don't have a family that I have to take care of, so my stress levels are quite a bit lower than other members of my union.
Chen's job with the EPA is classified as non-essential. It's his essential brothers and sisters that bring greater concern. Listen to this. The Bipartisan Policy Center estimates that around 670,000 non-essential government workers are furloughed right now. 730,000 essential workers are still on the job without a paycheck.
Honestly, the thing that I feel worse about, though, are my colleagues who work for the TSA, FAA, and other essential employees, essentially, that are being required to work without pay. Because at the very least, if I need to, I could pick up gig work, I could go drive an Uber, I can do other things, basically, to try to make ends meet. But those, you know, as we all know, there are only so many hours in the day, and those folks are still working their full-time jobs, so there really isn't any time for them to go seek any sort of temporary work in order to shore up their finances.
The workers must now budget for the outcome of a political showdown as they stand by to stand by.
But I do have hope. I do believe that ultimately, you know, logic and justice will prevail in this instance.
Marvin Hurst, CBS News, Texas.